first ever Glam on Demand. Glam on Demand. Okay, I got to turn this I got screens everywhere. I was making sure that it was going to work. Y'all know it has been pretty much a month since I've gone live. I've missed you. So I am excited to be here with y'all tonight. We are going to go from feeling drab, dealing with all the things, to feeling confident. I'm not going to say beautiful because I don't know who needs to hear this today, but you're already beautiful. You are a masterpiece. You were created in the image of God. So you are already beautiful, but there is something about glam that just makes us feel a little more confident, right? So let me know who is watching. This is our first one. This is going to be interactive if y'all are on. And I am watching, we're actually in 4 different places. So I've got a couple screens that I'm going to be looking at to make sure I don't miss any messages. But if any consultants are on, let us know and tell us where you're watching from. Y'all voted. Are y'all ready to see it? You voted and A was our winner. I'll have to see if I can. It was the one that was on the image, this one. And can I be totally honest? I've never tried this one before. So we're going to do it together. I'm like, why not? Like, if you purchase all of this or you have it at home, nobody's going to be there and show you how to do it. So why don't we learn together? Hi. Okay. So if you click the StreamYard link up top, I have permission to see your name. Otherwise, it just says Facebook user. It says this. So hi. All right. Well, let's get started. It was a special night, so I brought my bubbly, and I probably will have to take some sips of water. And y'all just give me grace as I work through all the things. So this is the palette that we're going to be using. I pulled it out of, isn't she gorgeous? I pulled it out of the palettes I had upstairs. And what I love about these Palette Pros is you get to customize it. So I have a couple of these and we'll put different looks together. What I like to do, honestly, is like make a look here with the cheek, make another little look here with another cheek and a highlighter or a bronzer and contour. Hey, April. I see April's name on there. I'm excited you're here, friend. And yeah, so I love these because it's all magnetic in all of our products. When you just pop it in and it sticks. So how awesome is that? So anyway, that's what we're going to be doing tonight. And I did already moisturize, foundation, primer, eye cream, but that is all that I've done because I really wanted, there's my Lynn. She's so faithful. Who else is on? But I wanted to start with something that I have not shown y'all in a long time. So some of y'all know I have been fighting COVID, praying for everybody that is fighting this battle right now. And after coming out on the other side, I have this COVID rash. It's hives. It's on my chest, my neck, and my face. So this week is the first week that I've actually gone out. And I have gone back to my endless performance. Okay, how many of you, I want to see a show of hands. How many of you, this doesn't even have concealer on. It has no under eye corrector on, nothing. But I am going to I have my mirror here. So I'm going to look in it too. But how many of you have used our endless performance before? If you are not familiar with it, this is our most full foundation. Can you already say, holy moly? And if you have dry skin, you can wear this foundation, but I will tell you, you might need to up your moisturizer game. So when I wear cream to powder, see how beautiful that is? It takes out all the red. All the red is gone. So I increase my moisturizer to something a little heavier. So if you are using the Time Wise normally, then maybe you need the day cream. Another little trick is to add the our intense moisturizing cream, which is like pudding. It's just incredible. You can do the oil-free hydrating gel as well. I am going to put it on my eyelids. Like I said, I have been dealing with some stuff with, hi friends, never used Endless Performance. Lynn Walker, our queen of sales, has never used, okay girl, pull it out. So there are different undertones. Can you already see the difference? I mean, now do y'all know why I pulled it back out? Yeah, I have needed from the hives, and then Sunday, my blood vessels in my eyelids ruptured. So it is, I'm not going to talk about COVID because this is a joyful place, but I will tell you, I am on a strict detox right now, trying to get this stuff out of my body. If y'all want to hear how I beat COVID, it is on my Instagram. It's just Casey Hembry. And I've made a highlight reel of it because there was a lot of things that I learned over the last month that I wish someone would have told me sooner. So my prayer is that God is going to use my story to help others be more prepared and to know how to help their loved ones. Okay. All righty. Who hasn't either? Tell me who you are. You'll have to type your name in here. So there you go. Okay. I want to know, are you impressed or not impressed? Or kind of like, ho-hum, what are y'all with this Endless Performance? So I am using our older foundation brush. I like to tap this foundation on. I don't like to like drag it because you can sometimes see streaks in it. So, oh, April's impressed. April's impressed. Okay. I see another one. I'm going to have to try it, y'all. It is so good. So I'm using Ivory 2 is what I'm using. In the summer, when I have color, I use Beige 1. So talk to your consultant about which shade, because it goes from like Ivory 0.5 to like Ivory 5, Beige 0.5 to Beige 5, and Bronze 0.5 to maybe even Bronze 6 or 7. I'm not really sure. It is our oldest formula of foundation, our oldest one. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little of my concealer. This is a deep ivory concealer. I'm going to actually put this on I'm going to grab my little sponge. I'm going to put this on my eyelids because the older we get, the thinner the skin is. And you know what happens? All those little capillaries come out, right? Yep, they do. All those little capillaries come out. So a concealer just helps you hide all of that. And then there is not a day that goes by. I want to know who uses our eye primer. So it takes about that much is how much eye primer. I know I have COVID nails. I have COVID skin. I mean, isn't this practical right now? I just feel like women that are either taking care of loved ones, that are working and trying to keep up the home, or that battling themselves. Like, this is real life. Yes. Okay. Me too. Me too, April. It grabs your color of the eyeshadow so you don't have to use as much. It also prevents it from creasing and separating. It has the longevity to make your shadow last for like, it's either 12 or 15 hours. Long time. So, love that. Okay. So what we're going to do first is, because I'm recreating this look, is I'm going to use my all over. It's just a big flat brush, and y'all ask questions as you're watching. And I'm going to go with my Old Faithful right here, which is Biscotti. Okay. I'm going to see if I can point to this one. You know, these cameras are backwards when I do it on here. So that is Biscotti right there. Okay. It's a matte. And when you start, you always want to start with your lightest color. Okay, start with your lightest color. I kind of pack it in. This is my all over brush. And when I'm packing it in, especially right there where I'm so dark with the thinning of the skin, I had deep set eyes. Now they're kind of more of a hooded deep set. And we have that. Ta-da. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use Dusty Rose. I love Dusty Rose. You see that one? It's like, it doesn't take a whole lot. A little bit goes a long way. But this is one of those colors, to be totally honest, you could use it with just these two colors and have the most gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous look. All right, where is my angled brush? I don't know. I started to do this in my bathroom when I didn't. All right, I'm going to switch to another all over brush. But all I'm going to do, instead of doing it in my crease, you see where my crease is right there? Go above your crease. So you're going to put the Dusty Rose up here, and it's going to make your hooded eyes not look as hooded. Okay, a lot of times we have a tendency to go in the crease. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But you see just a little bit and how much shows up. Isn't it amazing? It is so amazing. Okay. So I'm putting this on both eyes above my crease on my brow bone, but not all the way up to my eyebrows. I'm going to do my eyebrows. Trust me. Your eyebrows frame your face. So you definitely got to do your eyebrows. Okay. And here my heart. I did my foundation first tonight. I typically don't because I'm going to clean all of this up. Okay. I don't typically do foundation first. I do it last. But with everything that y'all are visualizing, I'm like, they are not going to be focused if I do not put foundation on. So I did that so y'all could watch me and not be grossed out with these hives, right? Okay, so now that we have that on, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do Candlelight. This is Candlelight right here. It's got some shimmer. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to touch the Candlelight with our new highlighter. Have y'all seen our new highlighters? They're so beautiful. So this is going to just help have a softer transition from my lower lid to my mid-tone. And then, of course, I have that biscotti all over. I really did myself a disservice with brushes. I've got 87 foundation brushes right here. Seriously. Look. All these foundation brushes. It's okay. We make it work. Oh, look what I found. I just found the holiday line. I'm going to use this one then. All right. So I'm going to tap in Candlelight. And I'm also going to tap in this new one so y'all can see. Okay. Here's my mirror. And you always want, it doesn't matter your age, okay? You can use eyeshadows that have sparkle in them. Just don't do it out here and don't do it right here because a lot of times that's where we have the creasing. And then y'all saw my little trick. I put on biscotti first. So with biscotti being matte, a matte base, that's how I get around using more of this shimmer. But this is going to make your eyeballs pop, okay? Really, truly make your eyeballs pop. All right, are y'all liking? All right, so now we're going to dress it up. We're going to dress it up. So you always go from light to mid to dark, right? Light, mid to dark. So now we're going to dress it up with our Merlot. Do you know what Merlot is? It's like a deep matte purple. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And I'm going to use this smudger brush with it. And like I said, I'm going to clean all of this up because you really want to give yourself like a natural eye lift. And so when you put this on, it's okay. You see how that comes down? It is okay to make a mess because your main goal right now is to make sure that the area that you're working with, like out here, to open my eyes up, that there's enough product there to blend. And you're not just going right here in the crease. Don't do that. That makes your eyes look more hooded, okay? So I'm doing more of an outside V, and then I'm going to drag it up like that, and then I'll come back and blend it. All right. Does that make sense, y'all? It's okay if it's messy. I think that's one of the biggest things is people not having the right tools. Like you can't do this with your finger. You don't need to be doing it with a sponge. I don't know if y'all can hear. I am tapping every time. I'm trying not to do it too loud. I am tapping every time I touch down to get the excess powder off. The cool thing with Mary Kay's new formula for shadows, the Chroma Fusion, you do not have fallout with these. So they kind of feel creamy, but it is a powder. And so there's so much less fallout than what we've had in years past with the mineral line. So I don't know about y'all, but like stuff like that used to make me crazy. I just touched down with the brush. That's what happens when I'm not looking in the right place. So, yep. So have you ever talked to women and then they turn to the side and you're like, oh, loud, she forgot to blend. She forgot to clean that up. Have you ever done that? I know, I'm guilty. So I'm going to take just a clean, fluffy little brush. This was part of our holiday line last year. Love it. Did y'all know yesterday our holiday line came out? Ah! So excited. You're going to see a couple products tonight because I've been playing with them. Not a lot because I hadn't been playing with much, but there's a couple I'm already familiar with. Okay, so there you go. We're going to leave the eyes as is, and we're going to come back and do our liner and mascara once I clean this up. So here's how you clean up your eyes. You're going to go back to the concealer that you were using, not under eye corrector, concealer. And this is where you wear concealer now. We used to do the V. Y'all remember that? We used to like always do the V. Now the trend is you're going to go down like this. And then you're going to go out like that. Okay. So out like this and then down like this. I'm just showing y'all what's popular. Don't shoot the messenger. Now, I do love these sponges. These are also from last year's holiday line. And they're really great for the eye area right here. So I am just tapping, tapping, tapping. And then this is how I clean it up. You're going to give yourself this natural, clean, defined line. And the cool thing is it cleans up all that mess. If you're a messy girl like I am, can y'all see the difference? Oh, it's amazing. It really is amazing. All right. Any other questions? I know I'm not scrolling. I'm sorry. I've got people on these different pages. I was trying to be neighbors coming to, I guess, ride bikes. Are y'all loving these new fall temperatures right now? Oh, it was like 81 today in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's where I live, Charlotte. And tomorrow morning, it's supposed to be in the 50s. Yeah. All right. I'm doing a little bit more concealer than just that line. Because when you just sometimes know you need it, right? And we're going to put translucent powder on top of it to make it set so it doesn't crease, okay? So speaking of translucent powder, how many of you use translucent powder? There's one shade, which I love. Regardless of your skin tone, you can use it. And then what I like to do is to make sure that this is very chiseled and it lasts all day long is I actually go back with this sponge, and they call this technique, honestly, like baking, but I'm not baking in the traditional way. I'm going to see if I can get enough on here for y'all to see it. Can y'all see how it's white? So the cool thing about baking is as your body temperature heats up, this product kind of sets into the skin, and then you just dust the excess off. That's all you do. Okay? Just dust the excess off. I'll do it with this up here so y'all can see. I usually do it with a sponge, but I think this probably gets a little bit more so y'all can see it. All right. And then once we get the translucent powder on, the next thing that I'm going to use is our little contour stick. So this contour stick, there was Sculpt 1 and Sculpt 2. It is such a great contour for those of us that don't really know how to professionally contour. And the other great thing is you can, you just roll it up. It's got a ton of product in there, but it can be very precise. So you can see here. So you want to stop where your brow bone, like if you were to draw a line, that's where you stop with being chiseled. Okay. And then same thing here, top of the ear. I'm doing top of the ear down to where that is. And then depending on what you want your nose to look like, I do just a little bit on the sides like that. And I'm going to let that sit for a second because I want that translucent powder to work. And in the meantime, I'm going to show you what I do with my brows. So we have the coolest brow tools that you can pick and choose from. And it really is a personal preference. The older we get, the thinner our brows, right? Brows do frame your face, give you kind of this natural eye lift. So the Precision Brow Pencil is very creamy, waxy. You're not having to pull and tug. We have a brow tint that many of you love that it kind of reminds me of the Chia Pet. Like if you have a little bit, it makes it look like a lot. You just got to wipe the excess off. But I am actually going to show you what I've been doing the last couple of weeks when I've put on makeup. Wash my face and put on makeup. Is use just shadow. So I'm using our eyeliner brush. You can use it for brows, for liner, for whatever. And I'm going to use French roast. You can use any matte color. You can use coal, you can use French roast, espresso, hazelnut, just really depending on what your, this is the side that really struggles. You see how that big gap right there? That's called over plucking and waxing as a high schooler. Yeah. Did y'all experience that? Like I did? I always start with this one first because this one is more needy than the other one. Y'all see the difference? I mean, can we just talk about how much we love some brows? Yes, I know. And then you stop. If you were to do a line right here, that's where you stop. Okay, so I am missing my whole tail. The tail has been chopped off. Okay, so we've got that brow on, and now we're going to go this one. All right, so I'm using French roast with the eyeliner brush. Can y'all hear the fan? I'm just curious. Can y'all hear my fan running over here? At what age did you feel like you started using a personal fan? I remember 5 years ago, I was like, why are they selling neck fans? Like, that is the weirdest thing. It's not weird. Not in the slightest. All right, let's see. It's jumping from page to page here. All right, so we've got our eyebrows on. Do y'all just feel more alive with your eyebrows on? Goodness gracious, I do. And one thing that you want to make sure that you do is always go back with this side and brush it in. You do not want to look like you have caterpillars sitting on your eyes. But brush it in, and then, gosh, it's just such a big difference, right? It is. All right, so I'm going to use our blending brush. I don't know if y'all have seen this. It has like 25,000 little bristles in it. And with the contour, what you want to do with that line is you actually want to blend. I'm going to blend up, okay? You don't want to blend down. I want to keep this as bright as possible. So I'm just going to go in and blend up. And then even though it looks a little dirty right there, it's not when I put my cheek color on top of it, okay? So blend up with your contour. And you don't want to go all the way up there. You know, we're trying to keep that as bright as possible too. So that's how I do that. And the cool thing about these sticks is it stays on longer than powder. There we go. It stays on longer than powder because it's got that creamy texture to it. And at this point, you can put finishing spray on if you have trouble with your product staying on. And then I'm going to use our powder brush, and I am just going to dust off the excess translucent powder. Okay. So you really can't see it because the skin really does kind of take it all in. It really does. It takes it all in. And then around my eyes, I usually use my finger and I will just tap right here underneath my eyes. I think I forgot to do this earlier. So I'm going to let that sit for a second too. This prevents you from having all of those like little creases and, you know, sometimes that concealer. The cool thing with the Endless Performance Cream to Powder Foundation is you really don't need a whole lot of extra stuff right there if you are using that under your eyes. But I do feel like the translucent powder allows you to set it and forget it. Okay. So we've got that on. All right, let's do, what are you going to do next? Let's finish our eyes. Let's finish our eyes because there's just something about, or do you want to do lips? Tell me what you want to do. So this is one of our new products, Holiday. This is our eyelash curler. And I have had eyelash curlers that are, I'm embarrassed to even say, that cost more than some shoes. Because, you know, like if your eyelashes are bored straight, but you know they're there, they would just curl a little bit, it'd be good. Well, let me tell you, when Mary Kay came out with this eyelash curler, I tried it, but I was like, I will not switch over. I'm going to continue using my prestigious brand from the department store. Wrong. I have not seen her in a hot minute because this eyelash curler is the jam. So you're going to hold it for about 5, 6, 7 seconds. And then you're going to go out a little bit. You just don't want a 90-degree turn. Go out a little bit. Don't hold it quite as long, but give the tips of your lashes a little bit of love, okay? So I do this before I do my liner because I am trying to get as close as possible. I'm just curious. All right, Lynn said finish eyes. I know, I'm ready to finish the eyes too. All right, so I'm going to do things a little different tonight because I thought with that look, she was really dramatic. You can do just underneath the lashes or just on the eyelash line. I am actually going to do the waterline tonight because and underneath with a smudgy because I want y'all to see what a difference it makes for making your eyes look dramatic. Okay. I don't do this every day. Hear my heart, but I want you to see this because it really is crazy. The difference as I start to, I try not to pull on my eye too much. See the difference? And so up here, I'm not doing it like where it touches my eyeball. I'm doing it where my lashes connect to my eyelid. Okay. So I kind of push down just a little bit. I'm just curious. How many of you, y'all, that's a big difference. The purpose of eyeliner is to make your lashes look thicker, right? What am I going to do? I'm going to do like, I even thought about pulling out my falsies and showing y'all how to put on false lashes. I guess I'll have to take a picture or something, won't I? Before I go to bed. I mean, I can't even make up an exciting nightlife around here. Nope, I can't. I'm not a night owl by any stretch of the imagination. All right, now this puppy scared the bejesus out of me for the longest time. This is our liquid felt tip waterproof. Don't let her scare you. Do not let this girl intimidate you because she is, I'm going to do this side because it's a little easier. So you don't want to pull out this way because there's no muscle there. If you need to get into your lashes, all you do is you just lift, just like that. So you're still going against gravity. And then I like to hold it at an angle, okay? I don't do it straight, but I do hold it at an angle. So if I was doing false lashes, you do it a little thicker because I'm going to do it at an angle. You do it a little thicker so your glue will lay on top of, because she has falsies in that picture. Y'all know that, right? Or lash extension, something. But because of our new holiday product that just came out, I'm like, I'm not doing falsies. I'm not doing falsies because honestly, I've only worn falsies about 4 times in my entire life. With our lash lengthening, or with our lash primer and our lash serum and brow serum and putting multiple coats of mascara on, you know what? You don't need falsies. You really don't. So girls, get ready. Guess who is back in town? And she is not on a one-way ticket. Like she is here to stay. She is here to stay. Fanorama, my friends, is back. And it's part of Mary Kay's regular line. So thanks to all of you who voted for her to come back. And you always want to start with the top lashes. So if you've never played with Fanorama, she is short and spiky, but you can see that little curvature right there. It allows you to add that lift to your mascara and work your lashes all the way through. So you're supposed to like put it at the base and work it up and out. For your lashes to come alive, you're supposed to technically have a minimum of 3 coats, okay? A minimum of 3 coats. You can also layer. So the ladies that like waterproof, I usually suggest it's much, much healthier on your lashes to not use waterproof directly on the lash. Use a lash primer, use Ultimate, Panorama, something like that. And then go with a light coat of waterproof on top of it. But what I like to do is to use, I kind of hoarded these the last couple of years because they weren't regular line. So I usually start with Ultimate and then I finish with this one. I'm going to switch it up tonight though, because I was just so excited to get her back out. So excited to get her back out. Okay, so that is one coat. I don't know. Is that not? Can y'all see it? Clearly, I'm not a famous Instagrammer that sits here and does all these fun angles that really work. We are just normal, everyday women living our life, learning together, friends. We are learning this together. Okay, so now we have on 2 coats, and I'm going to wait. Making sure that I don't have any chunks in it. This is a brand new tube. I was so excited. I mean, she's coming alive. I'm just saying. All right, I'm going to put something on my lips. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to use to make it look like the picture. So I'm going to use Trademark Pink. I'm not going to use a liner, which is really scary for me because I am the queen of liners. But I'm going to use Trademark Pink with no liner. And how many of you have tried Trademark Pink before? Be honest. I'm going to use my doe foot on this one to make sure that I probably should have done satin lips, but that's okay. Y'all, this color is stunning. And so in the picture, it is a little more muted than this. Sorry, y'all. They sleep all day long, and then about 7:30, 8 o'clock, they come alive. Is that not gorgeous? Oh, I love this color. This is our, I think this one is this, say, semi, no, Teddy, come here. I don't know. This is a semi-shine, right? Somebody tell me if that, it's not a matte. It's not a matte. So I love animals, and Teddy is my most senior dog. He's 5. He's not really senior. I take him today for a routine checkup, like to get his rabies shot. And the vet looks at his teeth and it's like, oh, he's going to need a root canal. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm here for a $30 vaccine. We're going to talk about this another day. Who knew? They can't, they don't want to extract it because he's so young. And it's his most important. It's his most important tooth. I'm like, well, what does that cost? He's like, well, you have to go see the specialist. There's only one, like, ortho specialist for dogs in Charlotte, North Carolina. All right. So y'all stay. I'm going to have to sell a lot of Trademark Pink. Okay. And then I pulled out, it is limited edition, but I fell in love with her, not only because of $1 of every single sale of these lip glosses goes to the Mary Kay Foundation to help fight violence against women, but it really has become my fave. Watch this. You see how it just kind of mutes it down in such a classy way. I mean, I put her on everything. I put her on everything. So that one is called, is it called Confident Pink? Yeah, Confident Pink. Trademark Pink and Confident Pink. Okay. Now let's do some blush. So I am going to be using this one right here. Y'all can tell I like her. Her name is Hint of Pink. Hint of Pink. And I kind of go a little crazy with blush simply because it's the first thing that falls off on our face, right? So you're going to start with the apples of your cheeks and then kind of work your way up and out, just like that. But put it there, work up and out. But it's the first thing that like goes away. Plus, I'm so pink, have the red undertones right here. I like to make sure this doesn't look washed out when I still look sun-kissed right here. Y'all, does cheeks not help? Tell me, who is a must with cheeks? Who has to wear cheek color? I like all the colors. I like the goldens. I love even our more coral color, juicy peach. I love that one with a fun coral lip. Y'all look at it and you're like, oh, that's orange. It's really not orange. It's really not orange. All right, so now I'm going to show you this new canary highlighter and where I have been wearing her. Let me find my little pointer brush. Here she is. Okay, so when you use it in the tear duct area, this is simply going to just brighten when the light hits you. It's just going to brighten your eye area. You don't need a lot. You can actually even use your fingers, but I'm going to use this so y'all can see precisely where it is. I'm also going to do a little bit down here. I love to do a little bit right here on top of, not where my laugh lines are, but right here on top of my cheeks. And then on my Cupid bow. My lips need all the loving they can get. I've got thin lips. All right, friends, what do you think? What do you think? All right, so this is 2 coats of Panorama. Y'all can see it separates, it lengthens, it adds volume, all the things. If you really want to be like a falsy girl, you can grab our Ultimate Mascara. Yes, the bristles are supposed to look just like that. And you can put this on top of to give it that room, okay? This would not be an everyday look for me with these lashes. But y'all have to curl them. You have to curl them. So when I was working in South America for a couple of years, you know, they didn't have eyelash curlers down there, but they did have, I think I grabbed the wrong. You know how like you have an old tube of mascara that you think you should throw away, but then you're like, should I really throw it away? Yes, Casey, throw her away. That one's kind of dry. Here's the newer one. Listen, when it makes that sound, you know it's a good mascara. Did y'all know that? It's a good mascara. All right, so here we go, friends. When I was working down there, they don't have eyelash curlers. You know what they have? Spoons. They sit there and press the spoon on the lashes. Whoop! You see I touched. Don't rub it until it dries and it'll flick right off. And it was what they all used. And those Colombian girls are absolutely breathtaking gorgeous. And when they got their mascara on with that gorgeous skin, just beautiful. So I became an advocate for curling my lashes, not with spoons, with eyelash curlers afterwards. All right, so I don't know if this is dry or not. I usually grab like one of these little brushes right here and I'll flick that mascara off. Kind of looks like a little natural beauty mark. What do y'all think? Could I get away with it? No. All right, so I want to show y'all this because this is our color bundle that we used. I do not want to do an update right now. Let me see. Let me pull it up. I know I sent it to, there it is. I'm like, where'd it go? I'm going to do a little screen share here. Screen share window. Here she is. So these are the products that I used tonight, that Canary Diamond to give you all the little glow, my 3 colors of choice, and then of course that hint of pink and trademark pink. So you can get our September Glam Bundle. You can, it's good for 24 hours if you want to take advantage of it. You can do a screenshot. I am going to post it in just a few for you to be able to take advantage of that. But if you wanted to really add more to this and you didn't have lashes to work with, I would suggest putting on Panorama first after you curl your lashes. Use black glue. The key to false lashes is to make sure the glue is almost dry before you put it on. Make sure your glue is almost dry before you put it on. And then you can stick it on there. All right, I'm going to get rid of this little beauty mark here. This not so beauty mark. I grabbed the wrong brush. All right, so I hope this was helpful. I hope y'all know, A, you're already absolutely beautiful. B, this just helps you feel a little more confident, right? When you don't feel like you are covered in hives and everything else is changing on your body. but it just takes a little bit of playing. And it's not a tattoo. Like if you mess up, you can take it right off. So what is y'all's favorite? Is it the foundation? Was it doing the concealer a little differently to give you that natural little lift? All ages can also use translucent powder. That is not just for baking. It's a setting foundation or helps you set your foundation. The other thing, let's see, what was the other question that I saw that was just on here? She asked about the different moisturizers. Talk to your beauty consultant because depending on what your skin type is would determine what type of foundation you need to up your game. And then if you like the mascara that I used tonight or the eyelash curler, your beauty consultants can order those on the 10th or 15th, depending. They are limited quantities. So let her know now. She's taking pre-orders. If you want any of those, if you are a customer of a sales director, like myself, Keela, Erin, or Heather, then we have got them now. So you can take advantage of them now. All right. So we want to know, what is it that you want to learn about next? Oh, the cheeks. She loves the cheeks. I know. I love the cheeks too. I love the GLAM bundle. I'm so glad. I had fun playing with it. I'd never put them on, but I put them in my compact today, and I'm like, we're going to play with this together. All right. Well, I'm not going to keep y'all any longer. Have a blessed night. Y'all be safe. Stay healthy. And let us know if you come back and watch the replay and what you would like to learn about next. Brushes, contour, the Fossies, different lip combinations. I don't know. Color can be a lot of fun, but it can also be really intimidating as well. All right. Y'all have a great night. Bye, friends.